Have you ever wondered why certain dreams burn brighter in your heart than others? Why some pursuits, some visions seem to follow you even when you try to look away? I want you to know that what you seek with true intention, what stirs your spirit, is already seeking you in return. The first step is alignment of desire and purpose. In the journey of life, we often find ourselves chasing goals, ambitions, and dreams, each fueled by a burning desire within. But what we seek should be more than just a pursuit of satisfaction, convenience, or even pleasure. It should be rooted in purpose. This is where alignment between desire and purpose becomes essential. When our desires reflect a deeper sense of purpose, the pathway forward becomes clearer, more meaningful, and less driven by fleeting whims or temporary passions. We begin to pursue what truly matters, and in doing so, we access a kind of fulfillment that transcends material or superficial achievement. The process begins with understanding the difference between desire and purpose. Desires are often spontaneous, arising from current circumstances, past experiences, or external influences. They can be strong and compelling, but are sometimes impulsive, fleeting, or shaped by factors that do not serve our highest good. Purpose, on the other hand, is enduring. It is the underlying reason we exist, an inner calling that goes beyond the boundaries of our immediate wants. Purpose is a commitment to something larger than ourselves, often connected to our unique talents, the impact we are meant to have, and the legacy we wish to leave. Purpose is timeless and deeply rooted in our core identity, whereas desires can be more flexible and subject to change. But when the two unite, the power of that alignment can transform our lives, guiding us on a path of authentic fulfillment. When we pursue something solely because of desire without considering whether it aligns with our purpose, we can easily find ourselves adrift, moving from one goal to another, seeking satisfaction but never quite finding it. This is because without purpose, our actions lack the depth that brings lasting fulfillment. We might reach a certain milestone, achieve a goal, or acquire something we want, only to feel an emptiness once the initial thrill fades. This is a common pitfall in a world that often encourages the pursuit of status, wealth, or recognition without first asking whether these desires are in line with who we truly are and what we're meant to accomplish. Such pursuits may bring temporary pleasure, but rarely offer the profound satisfaction that comes from a life lived with intention. Aligning desire with purpose, however, brings a profound shift in how we approach our ambitions. When our desires reflect our purpose, we begin to focus on things that hold intrinsic value rather than those that simply feed our ego or provide fleeting happiness. This alignment creates a clear sense of direction, providing motivation and endurance in the face of challenges. Purpose-aligned desires empower us to keep moving forward, even when the journey is difficult, because we know the path we're on is meaningful. We're not just working for a reward, we're living in harmony with our calling. Every step taken towards such goals adds value to our journey and affirms our identity, creating a sense of accomplishment that no external success alone can replicate. In this process, one of the greatest shifts we experience is in our sense of identity. When we align our desires with our purpose, our self-worth becomes less reliant on external validation and more on fulfilling the role we are meant to play. We start to find satisfaction not in how the world perceives us, but in knowing that our actions and achievements resonate with our true self. This shift is liberating. It allows us to let go of pursuits that drain our energy and distract us from our purpose, and it enables us to focus on goals that bring us true joy, contentment, and peace. We stop comparing ourselves to others and instead focus on fulfilling the unique calling placed upon our lives. Furthermore, aligning desire with purpose enriches our relationships. When we are clear on our purpose, our interactions and connections with others become more authentic and meaningful. We attract like-minded individuals who support our journey and share our values, leading to relationships that are mutually fulfilling. We're also less likely to feel competitive or resentful of others' successes because we are secure in our own path. Purpose-centered desires foster a spirit of collaboration, understanding, and shared growth. Our relationships become not just a source of support, but also an extension of our purpose as we inspire and empower one another along our respective journeys. Another benefit of aligning desire with purpose is resilience. Pursuits solely based on desire can lead to frustration when obstacles arise, because such goals often lack the deeper motivation needed to overcome setbacks. However, when desire is purpose-driven, challenges become opportunities for growth rather than hindrances. Purpose fuels persistence. It gives us the strength to keep going, to find creative solutions, and to remain optimistic in the face of adversity. We understand that the journey itself is as important as the destination, and that each obstacle we encounter is a lesson that refines us and brings us closer to realizing our purpose. This perspective turns potential setbacks into stepping stones, strengthening our resolve and adding to our personal development. Living with aligned desires and purpose also brings a sense of inner peace and contentment. When our desires are in harmony with our purpose, there is less internal conflict. We are not torn between what we want and what we feel we should do. Instead, we experience an inner congruence that creates a calm, steady drive. This peace extends to our thoughts, emotions, and actions, creating a balanced state of mind that enables us to remain focused and joyful even as we work toward our goals. We stop feeling like we are constantly chasing after something and instead feel like we are walking a path that was meant for us. This sense of peace frees us from the constant pressure to achieve for the sake of achievement, allowing us to truly enjoy the journey. In essence, the alignment of desire with purpose is a path to freedom, fulfillment, and an impactful life. It allows us to focus our energy on pursuits that not only benefit us, but also those around us. Our lives become a reflection of our purpose, and every action we take is in service of a larger vision that honors our true self. Secondly, we must understand the power of focused intention. Focused intention is the bridge between our desires and their fulfillment. It is the concentrated energy, the clarity of mind, and the unwavering commitment that move us closer to what we seek. When our intentions are clear and aligned with purpose, we establish a powerful force within us, an unbreakable drive that draws us toward our goals like a magnet. This is not mere wishful thinking, but a deliberate, purposeful focus that channels our energy and actions in a specific direction. Focused intention begins with clarity. Many people find themselves pulled in different directions, unsure of what they truly want because they lack a clear vision. When we understand what we seek, we gain the power to prioritize and eliminate distractions that don't align with our goals. Clarity refines our focus, giving us a laser-sharp direction that keeps us grounded, even when faced with numerous options or potential detours. Our mind, when concentrated on a specific goal, acts as a beacon, drawing the resources, people, and circumstances we need to fulfill our vision. Just as a magnifying glass can concentrate sunlight to create fire, our focused intention gathers scattered energy into one potent force that moves us closer to realizing our dreams. Intention is also about consistency. It's not enough to be focused on something one day and then shift gears the next. Focused intention requires a consistent, ongoing commitment. This means that even in times of difficulty or delay, our focus remains steady, resilient against setbacks or disappointments. True intention is marked by a sense of devotion to the journey, not just the outcome. It means dedicating ourselves to daily actions, big or small, that support our goals. This consistency strengthens our focus and builds momentum over time, creating a cumulative effect that accelerates our journey towards success. Another element of focused intention is the ability to visualize our desired outcome vividly. Visualization is a powerful tool that allows us to mentally experience the fulfillment of our goals before they materialize. When we imagine ourselves living the life we seek, we create a mental blueprint, a roadmap that guides our thoughts and actions. Visualization activates our subconscious mind, setting it to work on finding opportunities, insights, and solutions that help us manifest our intentions. It's as though we are programming our mind with the vision of our success, creating an internal compass that keeps us on course. This mental picture of success strengthens our belief and confidence, empowering us to take bold, inspired actions that bring us closer to our vision. Focused intention also enhances our resilience. Challenges are inevitable on the path to success, but a focused mind remains undeterred. Rather than seeing obstacles as setbacks, we view them as stepping stones that contribute to our growth. This mindset allows us to adapt, to find ways around obstacles without losing sight of our goal. Focused intention trains us to persist, to continue moving forward, even when the path becomes difficult. It instills in us a mindset of possibility, of unwavering belief that what we seek is not only attainable, but actively moving toward us. Moreover, focused intention sharpens our decision making. When we are clear about what we want, our choices become aligned with our goals. We are no longer swayed by distractions or unnecessary commitments because our intention guides every decision we make. Each choice brings us a step closer to our purpose, conserving energy and time. We become more discerning about who we associate with, what activities we engage in, and where we invest our resources. This clarity in decision-making creates efficiency, allowing us to channel our energy into the most effective actions that yield the greatest results. Finally, focused intention connects us to a higher power or universal support. When our intention is aligned with purpose, we find that the universe seems to respond, opening doors, providing resources, and aligning circumstances in our favor. It's as if our clear focus activates a divine partnership that aids our progress. People come into our lives at the right moment, opportunities arise unexpectedly, and solutions appear where there once were obstacles. This synergy between our focused intention and the universe reinforces the idea that when we pursue our purpose with clarity and commitment, the path becomes smoother and our journey is supported. In sum, focused intention is the force that turns desire into reality. It aligns our thoughts, actions, and energy toward a single goal, creating a powerful momentum that draws our vision closer to us with every step. By cultivating clarity, consistency, resilience, and discernment, we amplify our ability to manifest what we seek, transforming dreams into tangible achievements. While desire and focus set our direction, true success calls for persistence coupled with preparation. Many set out with grand dreams, ambitions fueled by desire, yet the journey to achievement demands more than passion alone. It demands a sustained commitment to steady progress and readiness to meet opportunity when it arrives. Persistence is the enduring flame that keeps us moving forward, even when obstacles arise. But it's preparation that ensures we're equipped for the moment our goals are within reach. Together, these qualities create a powerful dynamic that leads us from mere intention to tangible accomplishment. Persistence is the willingness to continue despite setbacks. It's a commitment to remain in motion, taking one step at a time, even when results don't come as quickly as we hoped. This persistence is fueled by a clear sense of purpose, a reminder that the journey itself is shaping us for the destination we seek. Along this path, setbacks and challenges will come, but rather than see them as reasons to quit, persistence views them as opportunities for growth. Each obstacle, whether it's a rejection, a delay, or a seemingly insurmountable problem, provides a chance to refine our approach, develop new skills, and build resilience. Persistent people understand that the road to success is rarely a straight line. Rather, it's a series of twists, turns, and lessons that ultimately strengthen our character and prepare us for the demands of our goals. However, persistence alone isn't enough. Preparation is the other half of the equation. Preparation is the process of developing the skills, knowledge, and mindset necessary to handle the success we seek. Imagine an athlete who dreams of winning a championship but never trains, or an artist who aspires to create masterpieces without refining their craft. Persistence might keep them motivated, but only preparation will ensure they're capable when their big opportunity comes. Preparation means investing in our personal and professional growth, constantly learning and improving, and developing the competencies required to meet our goals with excellence. This process may be gradual and the results may not be immediately visible, but over time, consistent preparation builds a foundation that can sustain the weight of success. Preparation also involves a mindset of adaptability. The journey to success is rarely predictable, and often what we envision at the beginning changes as we learn more, encounter new information, or face unexpected challenges. Being prepared means cultivating flexibility, the willingness to pivot or adjust our approach when circumstances demand it. Those who are both persistent and prepared understand that while the destination may be clear, the route to get there might change. Preparation allows us to stay open to new ideas, insights, and strategies, making us more resilient and resourceful. This adaptability ensures that even if one plan fails, we have the mental agility to find another path forward. One of the key aspects of preparation is developing the patience to progress at the pace necessary for true mastery. Success that comes too quickly can often be fleeting, lacking the solid foundation needed to endure. But when we invest time in skill building, self-reflection, and strategic growth, we gain the expertise and insight needed to sustain and enjoy our achievements. Patience in preparation is what allows us to refine our craft, understand our strengths and weaknesses, and work on areas that require improvement. Each step of preparation builds confidence, transforming us from novices into masters of our chosen field. This gradual progress fosters a sense of ownership over our achievements, making success not just a destination, but an expression of the hard work and dedication we've invested over time. Persistence and preparation also work together to attract opportunities. Often, when we're focused on our goals with unwavering commitment, we find that the right opportunities begin to appear seemingly out of nowhere. Yet these opportunities rarely manifest out of thin air. They come to those who are prepared to recognize and seize them. Preparation sharpens our awareness, allowing us to see possibilities where others might not, and persistence keeps us ready to act when those opportunities arise. It's a symbiotic relationship. The longer we persist, the more chances we have to prepare. And the more prepared we are, the more likely we are to succeed when the right door opens. Additionally, persistence meets preparation in the area of accountability. Those who are truly committed to their goals hold themselves accountable, continually assessing their progress and making adjustments as needed. Accountability and persistence means not giving up when things get tough, while accountability and preparation means recognizing areas where more work is needed and taking steps to improve. This level of self-discipline creates a cycle of continuous improvement, where each setback is met with reflection, each success with gratitude, and each challenge with determination. The journey may be difficult, but with persistence and preparation, we stay aligned with our purpose, always moving closer to what we seek. Persistence fuels the journey, keeping us on the path even when motivation wanes. Preparation ensures that each step we take adds value, builds capacity, and equips us for success. Together, they create a powerful force that transforms dreams into realities, ambitions into achievements, and intentions into lasting impact. And in that waiting, we must remember the principle of divine timing. Patience and divine timing are essential companions on the journey to fulfillment, often challenging our desire for immediate results, but ultimately guiding us toward the right outcome at the right time. In a world that emphasizes speed, quick success, and instant gratification, patience becomes a rare quality, yet it is one of the most powerful tools we can develop. True patience isn't passive, it's an active state of trust, an intentional decision to remain focused and faithful, even when visible progress seems slow or hidden. Patience allows us to understand that while we may be ready to receive what we seek, there may be elements beyond our control that need to align first. This alignment is what we call divine timing. Divine timing acknowledges that there is a larger order at work, an orchestration of events, people, and circumstances that unfold when the moment is truly right. When we understand divine timing, we begin to see that delays are not necessarily denials, but instead they might be signs that there's still preparation needed, or that our path is being directed towards something greater than we initially envisioned. Divine timing encourages us to trust that everything has a season and that each season is essential. Just as seeds need time to grow before they can bear fruit, our dreams and goals also require a period of development, hidden from view but vital to the ultimate harvest. And patience during this period of waiting cultivates strength and resilience within us. It teaches us to endure, to stay the course, and to appreciate the journey instead of rushing to the destination. This process shapes our character, building qualities such as discipline, humility, and gratitude. When we understand that there is a purpose in waiting, we begin to see delays as opportunities to grow rather than as roadblocks. Patience transforms what could be a time of frustration into a time of preparation, a season where we learn to deepen our faith, sharpen our skills, and develop a perspective that will support us once we achieve our goals. Divine timing also fosters surrender, teaching us to release the need to control every aspect of our journey. While we have a responsibility to work toward our goals, divine timing reminds us that there are factors beyond our influence. This surrender is not an abandonment of our ambitions, but a letting go of the anxiety and pressure to make things happen solely by our own force. It's an invitation to cooperate with the flow of life, to remain diligent in our actions while trusting that the right outcomes will come in their time. Divine timing reassures us that what is meant for us will not pass us by, so long as we stay prepared and patient. During periods of waiting, we often find that the inner work we accomplish is as important, if not more so, than the outer achievements we seek. Waiting teaches us to look within, to assess our intentions, to refine our goals, and to make sure we're pursuing them for the right reasons. This internal alignment strengthens our foundation, ensuring that once we do receive what we seek, we have the wisdom and maturity to handle it. Divine timing often protects us from premature success, from attaining something we're not yet ready for, and from experiences that might compromise our ultimate purpose. Patience also sharpens our perspective, allowing us to see opportunities and blessings may have gone unnoticed in a hurried state. When we're constantly rushing, we miss the subtle signs, the quiet encouragements, and the small victories along the way. But patience brings a sense of calm that heightens our awareness, enabling us to recognize and appreciate each step forward. This mindset helps us to see value in the process, to celebrate incremental progress, and to honor the journey as much as the destination. We begin to understand that true fulfillment is not in the final achievement alone, but in the person we become and the lessons we learn as we move toward our goals. Embracing divine timing requires a mindset of abundance rather than scarcity. When we operate from a scarcity mindset, we often feel pressure to rush, fearing that opportunities are limited or that time is running out. But a perspective of abundance allows us to trust that what is meant for us will come, even if it doesn't arrive according to our preferred schedule. We begin to see life as full of potential, with new doors constantly opening and fresh chances appearing. This faith in abundance removes the fear of missing out, replacing it with a deep assurance that there is enough time, enough opportunity, and enough grace for everything meant to be. Patience and divine timing teach us that our journey is not only about achieving a specific goal, but about aligning with a purpose greater than ourselves. They invite us to flow with life, to remain open to unexpected paths, and to trust that even delays have meaning. The fulfillment we seek is not only in reaching our desired outcome, but in knowing that we trusted the process, surrendered control, and allowed our journey to unfold in perfect timing. This approach brings a peace that can only come from knowing that we are exactly where we need to be, moving toward what is meant for us, one step at a time. Then let us recognize the role of faith as a magnet for destiny. Gratitude is a powerful force that not only transforms our perspective, but actively draws us closer to what we seek. Often people focus on what they lack or what they hope to achieve in the future, overlooking the present blessings that are already part of their journey. Practicing gratitude, however, shifts our mindset from one of deficiency to one of abundance. It opens our eyes to the richness of the moment, allowing us to see the value in our current experiences, resources, and relationships. This shift is not merely a mental exercise, it creates an emotional and energetic state that acts as a magnet, attracting more of the good things we desire into our lives. Gratitude begins with the simple act of acknowledging what is already going well, no matter how small. When we express thanks for the current blessings we enjoy, we send a message to ourselves and to the world that we appreciate life's gifts, even those that may seem minor or incomplete. This appreciation creates a positive feedback loop, boosting our emotional state and increasing our capacity to handle challenges with resilience. Gratitude rewires our mind to focus on the positive, training us to see opportunities instead of obstacles, solutions instead of problems, and potential rather than limitations. This shift in focus enhances our creativity, empowers our confidence, and inspires us to make the most of what we have, which in turn attracts more resources and opportunities aligned with our goals. Gratitude also cultivates humility, reminding us that no journey is accomplished alone. It encourages us to recognize the people, experiences, and resources that have contributed to our growth, helping us to avoid a sense of entitlement. This humility opens doors because people are naturally drawn to those who acknowledge and appreciate the contributions of others. When we thank those who have helped us along the way, whether mentors, friends, or even strangers, we create relationships based on mutual respect and trust. These relationships often become essential stepping stones, leading us closer to the fulfillment of our desires. Furthermore, gratitude keeps us grounded, especially during times of waiting or challenge. When progress seems slow or obstacles arise, it's easy to feel frustrated or discouraged. However, gratitude reminds us of the progress we've already made and the resources we still have. It provides a sense of perspective, helping us see that even in difficult times, there are blessings and lessons to be found. This resilience allows us to keep moving forward with patience, knowing that each step, no matter how small, is part of the journey. By focusing on the positive aspects of our experience, we build emotional strength, making it easier to maintain hope and motivation. Gratitude is also closely linked to the law of attraction, which suggests that like attracts like. When we express gratitude for what we have, we set an energetic tone that aligns us with abundance. Rather than approaching life with a mindset of scarcity, we begin to expect and anticipate good things. This expectation influences our actions and interactions, creating a cycle of positivity that draws us closer to our goals. People who live with gratitude often find that they encounter more supportive circumstances, inspiring ideas, and helpful connections. It's as though the act of being grateful creates an atmosphere of receptivity, allowing us to be more open to the blessings around us. Gratitude also enhances our sense of purpose. When we take time to appreciate what we've already achieved, we gain a deeper understanding of why we're pursuing our goals in the first place. This reflection brings clarity to our motivations, helping us to refine our intentions and ensure they are aligned with a purpose greater than ourselves. By focusing on the meaning behind our desires, we tap into a wellspring of inner motivation, enabling us to persevere even when challenges arise. This clarity also helps us avoid distractions and remain committed to our true calling, making it more likely that we'll reach our destination. Gratitude connects us to the present moment where true fulfillment is found. So often, people look to the future for happiness, telling themselves that they'll be content once they achieve a particular goal or attain a certain status. However, gratitude teaches us that fulfillment isn't a destination, it's a way of being. By practicing gratitude each day, we learn to find joy in the journey itself, celebrating each step forward and each lesson learned. This contentment brings a profound sense of peace, freeing us from the constant pressure to achieve and allowing us to appreciate life as it unfolds. When we live with this kind of gratitude, we realize that what we seek is not just out there somewhere, it's already here in the form of the blessings we experience every day. In embracing this truth, we open ourselves to even greater blessings, recognizing that what we seek is indeed seeking us, and we are already on the path to fulfillment. Service is a profound principle that shifts our pursuit from self-centered ambition to a purpose that extends beyond ourselves. Often, what we seek finds its truest form in the value we bring to others. When we focus on serving, we're no longer solely driven by personal gain, but by a desire to impact, uplift, and contribute to the lives around us. This focus on service doesn't diminish our goals, rather it elevates them, aligning them with a purpose that resonates deeply with both others and ourselves. Through serving, we discover a sense of fulfillment that is greater than any personal accomplishment alone, because it is intertwined with the well-being and growth of others. Service changes the nature of our goals and aspirations. When we approach our ambitions with a heart inclined to serve, our goals take on new meaning, driven not just by personal success, but by a mission to make a difference. This shift creates a lasting motivation, as we're no longer simply working for ourselves, but for something greater. Every step forward becomes a step toward positively affecting others, adding purpose to our actions and resilience to our efforts. The setbacks we encounter along the way feel less discouraging because we know we're part of a bigger picture. Service becomes a guiding compass, directing us to make choices that bring benefit not just to us, but to those around us. Furthermore, service builds authentic connections with others, opening doors that might otherwise remain closed. People naturally respond to genuine care and respect, and when they see that we're driven by a desire to contribute, they're often more willing to support and collaborate with us. This creates a network of relationships based on trust, shared purpose, and mutual respect, which is invaluable in any journey. These relationships often lead to new opportunities, insights, and resources, bringing us closer to what we seek through the support of those who believe in our mission. Service becomes a bridge connecting us with people who share our values and who help propel us toward our goals. Service also fosters humility, a quality that keeps us grounded and open to learning. When we serve others, we realize that we're part of a larger whole and that our achievements are connected to those around us. This perspective helps us avoid the trap of arrogance or entitlement, allowing us to remain teachable and receptive to feedback. Humility reminds us that success is not just a reflection of our abilities, but also of the support, encouragement, and contributions of others. In this way, service keeps us balanced, helping us remember that the ultimate goal is not just personal success, but meaningful contribution. Another profound effect of service is the personal growth it brings. When we commit to helping others, we're often challenged to step out of our comfort zones, develop new skills, and address areas in our own character that need refining. Service stretches us, calling us to rise above our own limitations and step into a mindset of abundance and generosity. We begin to see challenges not as obstacles, but as opportunities to grow and give more. This growth, in turn, makes us better equipped to achieve our own goals. By focusing on the needs of others, we naturally become the kind of person capable of handling greater levels of success and responsibility. Service also creates a lasting legacy. While personal achievements may bring temporary recognition, the impact we have on others endures long after we're gone. When we serve, we leave a mark on the lives we touch, creating a ripple effect that spreads far beyond our immediate reach. This legacy is not just about being remembered, it's about creating something meaningful that benefits others and contributes to the collective good. The fulfillment that comes from knowing we've made a difference gives us a profound sense of peace and purpose, allowing us to see that what we seek is, in part, realized through the impact we leave behind. Finally, service aligns us with a flow of abundance, because when we give freely, we often find that what we need comes back to us in unexpected ways. The principle of giving and receiving is woven into the fabric of life, and when we approach our goals with a spirit of service, we naturally attract opportunities, support, and resources. Service amplifies our intentions, turning our journey toward fulfillment into one that not only benefits us, but uplifts others as well. By embracing service, we move closer to the realization that what we seek is not only within reach, but is seeking us, calling us to a path of purpose, growth, and connection with the world around us. In closing, understand that what you seek is far more than a mere goal or an isolated achievement. It is a journey of alignment, of purpose, and of transformation. Life, in its wisdom, invites us to participate in a greater design, one that we step into by being intentional, by cultivating gratitude, by embracing patience, and by serving with an open heart. What we desire, when aligned with a higher purpose, does not merely meet us halfway, it actively seeks us. It draws us into deeper growth, opens doors we couldn't have foreseen, and connects us with people, insights, and resources beyond our imagination. When you truly live with faith, with a spirit of gratitude and a heart bent towards service, you will find that your journey shifts from a pursuit to a purpose-driven partnership with life itself. You don't need to chase or grasp after every dream. Rather, you become the person worthy of the dream. And in becoming that person, what you seek will be drawn to you. This is the promise of purpose, the fulfillment of divine timing, and the beauty of a life lived in alignment. So, my friends, go forth knowing that you are equipped, empowered, and chosen for a unique calling. Know that your desires, when rooted in purpose, will not leave you empty or wandering. Embrace the process, trust the journey, and remember always the vision God has given you is not only possible, it is destined. Keep seeking with conviction, keep serving with love, and watch as what you seek finds its way to you, greater and more powerful than you could ever imagine.